Welcome back to all Anno 1800 fan. Today we have a big episode because we finally got the official release date for Empire of the Sky DLC 11. It is actually not exactly the date we thought about, so this is definitely big news. We're going to cover that, and this comes as part of the new dev blog that was released yesterday. This dev blog is focused about the airships, the airship being obviously something important as part of DLC 11, but there's definitely a lot more than airships in this DLC, which is why we're going to get also other devlogs, and more importantly, if you missed it last week, there was a live stream from the Ubisoft team, which I've covered. I did a recap video. You don't have to watch the whole stream, you can just watch this recap video. If you haven't done so already, this will be in the video description below. And this is actually why this video won't be too long, because actually in this devlog there are not so many things that are new. Most of the things were already covered in my video last week, but we're going to quickly recap what they say and then we'll cover the release date. First of all, you can expect 2 more devlogs in the coming weeks. The first one will be around all of the other features of DLC 11, and then the last one will be about the new scenario, Clash of Couriers. Of course, I'll also post in the video description below the link to this devlog if you want to find it, if you haven't read it, in particular because I'm not going to cover everything. The first part of the devlog is focused on the art itself, on how they created those airships, and to be honest, this is not the thing that interests me the most. Don't get me wrong, I think the art team in Anno is amazing, they're doing a great job. I'm just saying that in those type of videos, I tend to focus more on the gameplay, on the big news that you all want to know, but if you want to read it, you can definitely find it. Basically, they're covering that they start, with a lot of sketches, looking at, of course, historical reference from that time, but at the same time that they have to deviate for it, also to make it a size that works on the screen, right? And not just a real size, realistic size. But once again, I think they definitely look really good, as you can see. The second part of the devlog really focuses on all of the airship, describing how many we're gonna have, what they are, and all of this. Again, this was covered in a lot of detail in my previous video last week, but quick recap, basically we're gonna have 8 different airships, including the one we already have from the Arctic, so 7 new ones if you wish. Out of those 7, there are 5 new classes, which you can see here. Some are a lot bigger than others, as you can see. And why going from 5 to 7 is because 2 of these can be armed or unarmed. And those 5 are divided into 2 groups. One are the rapid airship, these are the 2 that can be armed. So they obviously have low cargo space, but they can help you attack, they can help you go fast somewhere for an urgent delivery or trade route. And the other 3 are cargo airships. There's the small, medium, and large. If I remember correctly, it's 3, 5, and 8 cargo slots. They will be unarmed, of course, and they will be also slower. One new piece of news, at least I don't remember it being mentioned in the stream last week, is that apparently there will be new items using Arctic gas beyond electricity or airship construction. This could be, for example, an item for the lacquer production, where you replace one of the current inputs by Arctic gas. Or it could be that if you have Arctic gas for one of your production, the productivity is increased. I don't know, but that definitely seems interesting, in particular to have a reason to go to the Arctic and really get that gas. The other thing that's definitely worth noting is that, of course, those airships will be impacted by the wind. We saw in the stream last week a minimum and a maximum speed, similar to your regular sailing ships, and it is impacted by the wind. Is the wind going in your direction or opposite to your direction, basically? But it's interesting to note that actually they have an engine on board, so they will be less affected by the wind. I guess the spread between min and max, or maybe the average, is different. Now, of course, we need a place to build all of those airships. In particular, if you don't have the Passage DLC, you obviously still want to be able to build those airships. So now we'll be able to build this hangar here pretty much everywhere. We can definitely do it in the new world, but also in others, for example, in the old world. This is definitely possible. We saw it on the stream. But it is worth noting that you will need 2 materials that are actually from the new world. The first one is the aluminum. It comes with a new mine, a bauxite mine. Again, don't hesitate to check the stream I made last week. I'll really show all of the details about this. And the next one is the helium, which again also comes from the new world. The big thing with this new DLC is we will have 2 of those airships that can be armed, right? So they will be armed with anti-air weapons. It's air-to-air, so they will be able to shut down other airships. But we also get a new flak emplacement, so a new defense for your harbor that will be anti-air, as well also as a new anti-air monitor ship. So definitely you'll be able to have a lot more fun in your battles. And actually in the stream last week, we saw that there was actually a few more ships and defenses that are coming as part of the free updates for everyone. But on top of that, all of your airships, even the ones that are unarmed, will also get something new, which is the drop feature. This drop feature, you can create certain drop goods and then drop them on your enemies or in the sea. Because you can drop sea mines, you can drop bombs in your opponent's harbors, you can drop water when there's large fire in your city, you can create unrest with propaganda drops, pamphlets, or you can raise the mood of your people or of your friends, people, by dropping care packages. Now the big thing you've all been waiting for, the release date, this is now official, Tuesday, September 20th. There was actually a tweet over the weekend that was showing a bit this 20 and 9. As you can see, this is 2, 0, and here it's 9 with the airships. But many people, including myself, weren't really too sure what to think about, because Oli has said a couple of times that it would be end of August. But as they're writing over here, this is slightly later than they originally planned, but wanted to have a bit more time to polish and test this DLC. Personally, I'm always fine waiting to get a good product, to get a product that's ready, rather than to get something early but full of bugs that you get frustrated at. And actually it gives me a great time now between today and this release to show you a new series. We're going to start a new series on the channel based on Anno 1800. But it's gonna be a very different one, because we're gonna start using a custom map. This is a custom map I created myself that we're going to play on, and I can tell you this is definitely a challenging map. So it's gonna be super interesting. It's going to be a fully edited series, so you're not gonna sit through every single hours of the game. You're not gonna have to wait when there's no resources or go through all of the battles, but you're definitely gonna have hopefully a lot of fun watching this series. So if you're not a subscriber yet, don't hesitate to press the subscribe button so you can see when I start posting this new series very shortly, and I hope to see you next time.